கொடுக்கலாம். Okay. The moment the family comes to know that a girl has attained puberty, she is asked to sit separately. And till they complete all the rituals related to menstruation, related to puberty, she is asked to sit separately, and then she will be given only vegetarian diet. And in her diet, and then they include more of ragi, which is rich in iron, and they include more of egg and sesame oil, and then what is this? We call, there is a gram called, it is moong dal or black gram. So they include both of, they include that as well in the diet. And then so the powder, black pepper and the dal, and then they add this powder in banana, sesame oil and jaggery. They make a paste, it will be like a ball sort of thing, it is made and then it is given to the girl and then she has to lick and eat it. As I told, the information is given to the friends and relatives, and on the third day or on the fifth day, the maternal uncle has to come with lot of gifts to the girl, which would include gold, saree, and then fruits, flour, and many other things. So it has to be presented in a tray. So usually, they give 9 trays of gifts or 11 trays of gifts, something like that. So on the third day or the fifth day, the uncle comes with the saree and all. So the people who are related to her, and particularly like these aunties, not the mothers and sisters, only the aunties, and then they give a bath to this girl, and that means she's taken to the bathroom, and then there is a ritual which we follow while giving take to this girl, and after the bath, and then she wears the saree given by the maternal uncle, and then she comes, and then which is followed by another ritual called nalangu. That means they apply the paste while she's taking bath. I told about this, giving her bath. While giving her bath, they include another powder of gram, which is really good for health, and then neem, and another grass, and turmeric. Actually, these are all disinfectants. So they apply it on her body and then give her the bath. Then she wears the saree given by the uncle. She comes, and then when she comes, and then again they apply this turmeric powder on her body. This is called nalangu, and this is a ritual which we do to the girl. And after that, and then they build a kind of hut for her to stay. This is on the third day and on the fifth day, and then this hut has to be built by the maternal uncle again, using neem leaf and palm leaf and other different things. And then initially, these huts were built outside the house. Now it is due to lack of space and things like that, it is built at the veranda of the house, or in many families, in one side of the room. They build a small house, and then this girl is asked to go there and stay there.
How long does she have to stay?
I'll ask them. If we say that she goes on the third day, then till the 9th day or the 11th day. But the day has to be in odd numbers. We don't like even numbers. When a girl attains puberty, we make it known to everyone. Everyone in the village, and sometimes this 11th day ceremony is also celebrated in the marriage hall. We hire a marriage hall and then we do it in a very big way. But we don't speak about it, and also we don't expect the girl also to speak anything about it. Usually she learns about the restrictions during this 9 or 11 days process. She is taught about the restrictions, and also how to keep the pad or cloth in place and how to maintain it. So that kind of instruction she gets, and beyond that, a lot of restrictions she is taught. This is on the 9th and the 11th day, and as I mentioned, and then now she is in the hut. Now she has to be asked to come outside of the hut and to become a normal person. That means it is again, it's a kind of making her pure. And so they ask her to come out of the hut. So they have a, what it is called? It's called pounding stone. There is a pounding stone, and then so which is kept across her, and then she has to cross it and come to the place. She has to cross. Okay, she stays inside the hut, and then a pounding stone is laid on her. Laid in front of her, and then she crosses it, and then she comes out. And after that, the materials which were used to make the hut, they are taken out, and then they are burnt outside the house. Sometimes they are even taken out in an outer area of the village, or sometimes they are taken to the place which is behind the house. So it's burnt there. And after that, the members of the family, they give her a bath, and then so there are. It's in a way it is like inviting her to the house again. So when that is done, the maternal uncle, he is also there, and that day I think they do a ritual. A kind of snack made of ragi or rice, right? Rice made of rice. It's made. Actually, every time there is a puberty function, this particular snack, which is called puttu, is a part of it, part of the ritual. So this puttu is made with rice and rice powder and jaggery in it. So a small bundle is made of this puttu, and then so the maternal uncle goes behind the girl, and then he pats on the back of the girl. And around the same time, the auntie, that is the wife of the maternal uncle, she pats with the pounding stone. So that means, okay, the ritual is over on that particular day. So then after that she can be normal till the next phase of the ceremony is over. So the next phase of the ceremony is the grand mela, grand function, which they do in the family, in the village, or by renting a marriage hall. The people from the washerman community are the ones who clean the cloths at the time of menstruation. So those 5 days or 11 days, actually the family doesn't wash the cloth, and then so the people from the washerman community, they are the ones who wash it. The cloth in which she got her menstruation, that cloth should not be used again. That has to be given to the people of that community. So they could use it, but this family won't even touch it. There may be some variations from family to family or from community to community, but for sure everyone does it. Almost everyone does it. There are few families, okay, there are exceptionally few families which won't do such things.
When you say everyone, you mean in Tamil Nadu or in India?
In India. In other states, the rituals may differ, but everyone does the ritual.